I just received notification that I've been added to the Bell's palsy case. Once I click on it, either through your mobile phone or email, it should bring you to this card. It's labeled schedule, and it has your two cases listed, Bell's palsy and pediatrics. But my name falls under the Bell's palsy. So what I'm going to do is go up to the top and find the schedule. Once the schedule has loaded, I can see each day. At the top, you'll find the dates that the event will run. You'll also find the Zoom link, but that's also found in Trello. And then you'll see what time you need to log in and what times it actually runs. So you can see here, we're running two different cases, Bell's palsy and the pediatrics with RSV case. So in this situation, I was scheduled for Bell's palsy, although I did this as an example, so I'm not in this list, but I could find my name in one of these columns for the Bell's palsy, abbreviated BP. This will let me know in each column whether I'm scheduled to work as the acting SP or if I am on the schedule as the alternate. Once I look through the entire schedule, I make sure that I don't have any other scheduling conflicts that perhaps I wasn't aware of before signing up. Everything looks good. So I'm now going to return to Trello, find my name in the list, and check. This is very important as we plan events because it helps us identify who has confirmed and if everybody is on the same page. So you can see right here, the 23 out of 23, that shows me that all 23 SPs have viewed the schedule and have confirmed that. Also here we have 17 out of 17, so we're good to go. But I can see that I'm missing 2 people that have not confirmed the schedule yet. So what I like to do is give people a few days, but then I will often go in and send reminders to people in case they just missed the notification on their phone, were out of pocket and couldn't look at the schedule initially. So once you've done that, you are officially ready to be work this event. So you'll find in this list the schedule card, which we were just on. This is where you can refer back to the schedule. You will need to look at the schedule, obviously for timing, for student names and things like that. Next, the pink card is the training date and time. So this training is scheduled for March 4th at 10 a.m. All I need to do is at that time, click this link and it will lead you to the Zoom training session. Now, for the day of the event, the Zoom link is easily found here. All you do is click this link and you have entered the virtual encounters. We also have the EMS link, which is the program that we use to complete checklists. That will be in a separate video, but you can find that easily accessible here. And then also you'll find your cases. In this situation, I'm not quite through with these, but for instance, over in this next list to the left, you'll see the cases are ready to go. They're labeled orange. So I knew that I was scheduled for not in this one, sorry. I knew that I was scheduled for the Bell's palsy case. So before training, I can open up my case. And by this point, you have already completed your auditioning process, so you are familiar with the style and layout of our cases. But here I can review the case. I can think of any questions or concerns I may have about it before training. If you do come up with some good questions or concerns about the case before training, you're always welcome to ask your questions right here. All you have to do is ask, what do I do to make my face look droopy, although those training directions are in the case, but you can do that and you can save it there. I will be notified of this question and I can answer that. It's very helpful to review your cases and ask questions beforehand so that we could share that with everybody else, so that I can update the cases if I need to and have that all ready for training. So that's where you find your case. We also, I'm going to scoot back over to this other list since everything is for sure complete. We also offer YouTube videos with the pronunciations of each medication and any other word that may be difficult to pronounce. And then you'll also find your checklists. So in this situation, we have 4 different checklists. So whichever case you were assigned to, you'll need to go ahead and click on that checklist, print it out, or have it saved somewhere. Because this is just like your case, right? So you're going to have to actually memorize this information and be prepared to check those off once the student has left the encounter. We also offer Quizlet, which is a great study resource. People use it on their phones when they're, out and about or hanging out at the house. You can also use your desktop, but a lot of people like to use it on the go. If you're at a doctor's appointment, getting your oil change, whatever it is, it's just nice to have this right in the palm of your hand. So this is an app. If you can download it, that'd be great. But if you find that you don't really think it's that helpful, that's fine too. But you have options of flashcards. It has each of the different questions that you may be asked. You can click right through it. So like if the doctor asks, what brings you in today? You would have your answer there. It also has other versions such as writing, like fill in the blank, spelling, matching, different games. So once you are scheduled for an event, really look into this and see what works best for you. Now, on the last day of the event, usually we run Monday through Thursday or Monday through Friday, whatever it is, whatever your last working day is. I really enjoy getting the feedback from the standardized patients. It helps me know what's working, what's not, anything that I didn't see would be an issue, but an SP noticed. And so all you have to do is on your last working day, you'll click on this blue card and get in here. And it has questions such as how prepared you felt for the event, anything about the role that was difficult or challenging, any concerns about the case or checklist. Did you notice any patterns in the learners? So this is something that could go back to the curriculum department and see, we thought that our students were doing really well in identifying pancreatitis, but it turns out they thought it was more of something else. Anything that you notice, maybe their physical exam skills, they aren't doing ones that we expected on the checklist. Maybe they aren't doing it as we were trained for them to do those exams. And then also any questions, comments, concerns. Always, I'm an open door policy when it comes to questions, suggestions. I believe that there's always ways to improve things, and I could not do that properly without the support of the standardized patients. Next in your list, you'll find the flow of things. This is really more for my information and for training purposes, just to go over, make sure everybody knows what's expected of them that day. Each event is different. So it may be a formative assessment where the standardized patient is going to give some feedback and do a checklist. There may be other ones where they will not be giving feedback. And so I always put this together, especially virtually, to give everybody, to make sure everybody is on the same page in terms of the expectations and the flow of the day. This again, we'll go over during training and make sure just as a group, we all understand. So that's really all of the information that you can find on Trello. and how to navigate that information. You can see each event as I get the information, as I get it approved and added to the board. You can access that. This is always open for you. I do, in my system that I use, if it has the colored label on it, it means it's good to go. Like, so for example, on this, the cases right here, I still have some work that needs to be done on that. So I haven't approved that. So I would, if I were you, I would actually ignore things until you see a label to clear it. Okay, that's all that you will find in Trello in terms of locating your information and how we share this with you. In other videos, you will find how to sign up for events and how to get signed up for Trello itself. Thank you.